McAndrew, give it up for him. Anthony McAndrew.
In all honesty, not the first time I've been called that. It actually almost became a nickname. Anyways, let's get right into this. I have a list. I know there's at least one person out there going, oh, I never would have noticed if you wouldn't have said anything. That's bullshit, okay? Don't patronize me. I know what I sound like, okay? I can't stand the sound of my own voice, let alone listening to anyone else with a list. It drives me insane. By the way, I want to say, fuck every comic that has ever made the joke. The biggest asshole out there is the doctor who called it a list, because if you have it, you can't say it. Because every comic I ever heard say that joke doesn't have a fucking lisp, okay? I came up with that when I was 12, and now I can't say it without people thinking I stole it. The worst part about having a lisp, though, is that no matter how masculine you are, as soon as you say anything with a lisp, everyone immediately thinks, I bet he's seen a dick up close before. It's not all bad, though. Sometimes it can come in handy, like if you get pulled over and you've been drinking. Hold on your window. License and registration. Here you go, officer. Sounds like you're slurring your words a bit. Have you been drinking? No, I haven't. It's a speech impediment I have. I'm very sensitive about it, the fact that you brought this up. Hey, calm down. It's okay. I did not mean to offend you. I apologize. It's okay. I just get very emotional when I'm drunk. If the list wasn't bad enough, in high school, my parents were worried about me and had me evaluated. And I found out I am mildly autistic, which is a great time to find out high school. It's the most socially awkward time of your life. Now let's add some knowledge that it's going to be more awkward and you can't control it. They did a study recently with people with autism to figure out why they don't recognize facial cues and body language and whatnot. And they found out there's two parts of your brain you use when you're looking at things. A part of your brain for facial recognition, realizing it's a person and the importance of that. And then part of your brain for looking at objects. So tables, glasses, whatever. People with autism only use the part of their brain that sees things as objects. So they see you and the table and it has the same meaning to them. So now, if a woman ever complains to me that I am objectifying her, I have an excuse. My brain won't allow me to see her in any other way. Despite all of this, somehow I'm married. I really don't know what my wife saw in me. I'm guessing that she just heard me talk and went, fuck yes! Oh, how speech impediments turn me on. I honestly wouldn't be surprised to find out that she has hearing problems, and I don't think we need to get them fixed. I don't need to pay for the reason our marriage is going to end. But we've been married for 3 years now. I have two kids, both of them are boys. My one son was born with a life-altering defect. My wife and I have been trying really hard to come up with ways where he can live as normal a life as possible. He's a ginger, so right now we're down to dyeing his hair or shaving it off. My other son has palsy, but he's a blonde, so I think his future is really bright. My son really does have cerebral palsy, though. He had a stroke before he was born. It's a fun little fact that they don't tell you until after you have a kid with that problem. And we've been seeing specialists and therapists since he was 6 months old, and they've been very positive about his development and his future, and they've been giving us good news. They have warned us, though, to be aware that there will be some things that he cannot do in life. For instance, with only 3/4 of a brain, he is overqualified to be a politician. He is very smart, though. When I come home from work, he takes the remote from my wife's hand and walks it over to me, because At the age of 2, with brain damage, even he is smart enough to know that HGTV is bullshit. All right, thank you, folks. That's my time tonight.
Woo!